Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. So it is said that they would like to keep Lilibet out of the limelight and keep her in hiding. So let's pull some cards and find out what's going on around that. Let's snoop around. Here we go. So we've got the 6 in reverse, so there is no harmony at home. There's no emotional harmony going on, and they do not like to show her even to friends. So even friends won't see her, because this is a friendship card. So even friends have not seen Lily. So it's not just for the public eye, even friends haven't seen her. So that's concerning. And there's no harmony here. The star card, so they want people to think that they are on the right path, that they are, doing things, and we have here the Temperance in reverse. So they have lost patience for each other, and we also have here they just want to appear as the star of the show. They don't want the attention taken away from them. That's how I see that. Yeah, they want all eyes on them. They don't even want their friends looking at them, and they just don't have they don't have the balanced emotions. Queen of Wands in reverse. They don't want, probably because she did not create these children, and they did not come from her body, and she is low vibrational. And we also have here selfish path with the it was a selfish path to take, is what Spirit is saying. And lack of patience. They want the focus on themselves. And this card here is thinking of going to new land. So that's partially why they went to new land, was because the fact that she's low vibrational, she's not the mother, she wants all the attention on herself. So I'm going to ask, is there a problem with the birth mother? I'm going to ask that. Is there a problem with the birth mother? Is there any issues with the birth mother right now? Is there any issues with the birth mother? Or the adoption? Is there a problem with this adoption? Because I did get that they had her, but maybe they ran into some kind of kink along the way. Who knows? Here we go. King of Wands upright with the Circle of Support, 3 of Cups, and the Nostalgia card in reverse, the Harmony in reverse. So it's looking like the King of Wands, that's someone who is an intentional leader, trying to create the situation, getting the support, but not getting the harmonious out. It didn't end up being harmonious. So there was some lack of harmony there. There's a lack of harmony going on between the lovers in reverse. With the Queen of Swords upright and the King of Swords upright. Oh boy. So yeah, these two really go at it. These two really go at it, and there's a lack of harmony. And that could be just why they don't want people to see them, because they're just not a happy family. We have here the Devil card with the Queen of Pentacles. She's hell-bent on doing whatever's necessary to get that money. And it makes her it's what she loves, it's what she's emotional about, it's what she's striving for. So this is more about Megan here, not Harry, is what it's looking like. And they do sort it out with each other, and they're not truly lovers, and they did not create this child, with the lovers in reverse. They did not make this child, just willing to do anything to make it appear as though they did. And this is Markle's game plan here currently. Let's see what else I can get here. Let's get some more cards here. We've got here that Harry is the banker. He's just the banker. He's responsible for just bringing in the money and bringing it in. Be enthusiastic about it. And then we have here, and don't act like you are self-sabotaged while doing so, Harry. Balancing their energies, and they don't want the judgment, and no rest and recovery. So there's no healing there. So it's looking like they haven't healed as a family, and they have to juggle. They're juggling money and trying to keep afloat. And with the Judgment in reverse, they have a lot of self-doubt and inner critic going on. So, guess I'm going to ask, where is she? Where is Lilibet? Is Lilibet with Meghan and Harry? Gonna have to just be very direct. Is Lilibet with them now? Is she with them now? Is she with them now? Is she still with them? Is she with them? Is she with them? Is she with Harry and Meghan? Is she with Harry and Meghan? Is Lilibet, the baby known as Lilibet, with Harry and Meghan? Is she with Harry and Meghan? Is this baby known as Lilibet? Okay, I'm going to take that. They're not a happy family. Got that in reverse. Ooh, Page of Cups in reverse. So they are not liked by people. They know they're not liked, and they are not a happy family. So that's part of it too. They probably just don't want people. They don't want to be seen as the unhappy family. It's part of it. Yeah. And we have here King of Swords upright, and Harry is liked. Harry is an intention. They think Harry is an intentional leader, or you know, he comes across as a nice guy, really, publicly. And then we have here, they like what he has to say. We have here the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this is looking like, quite possibly, they lost her. Something fell through. Something may have fallen through. And it's going to happen on the world stage. It is completed. So something is not going well. And they are very discontented. Okay. We got the Knight of Cups with the Lovers in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. So that is saying Harry charges forward. He's that reliable knight in shining armor, pretending to be in love with Meghan, pretending that they're lovers, but they are truly are not. And he doesn't have anywhere to go. He's got no new land to go to. This card upright, you can go someplace else. He is stuck. He feels stuck, and he's got to keep pretending that he's in love with Meghan. That's part of the charade. And they aren't a happy family, so they don't want people to see that they're not a happy family and that they're probably not even capable of looking like a happy family out in public, because they really don't get along that well. So Harry pretends to be like he's in love with her, and he is trapped. He's completely trapped. I got the giving and receiving help is the image. They want to make it look like they're doing this all the time. And we have here, it's deceitful, secretive. So they're keeping secrets about her. And there is the disheartened, the broken heart, sorrow, divide, heartache card. So there must be something not going well within the home. Let's keep pulling. We've got Circle of Support in reverse with Justice in reverse and the Nostalgia card. So the circle, the Nostalgia, I would say that, you know, this is friendship card. And with the Justice in reverse, they probably feel, you know, it's intellect over emotions, but they're emotions over intellect. They're the opposite of intellect over emotions, and they know that the scales are not balanced between the two of them, because she is the one wearing the pants, she is the one calling all the shots, and a lot of friends don't like seeing that. They don't like seeing how they are with each other, is how I feel about this. So they're kind of nasty when they're together, even in a public setting. So there's the Death card and being guarded and not being able to manifest anything. So it's looking like they're having problems, even just putting up a front. They just can't even keep their mask on. They're not very good at maintaining this loving energy and keeping up the facade. So that's part of it, is they can't keep up the facade of being happy. And really, they're nearly at a death's door with their marriage. Can't manifest anything. So they want to appear as though they're winning and making money with the Banker card, and that the Knight of Wands, that just do it with energy and enthusiasm. But they've got to balance their energy in the process of feeling and trying to hide the fact that they have a loss and illness situation going on, and that she is not completely self-sufficient at this time. She wants to appear as though she is wealthy and self-sufficient and all of that. So probably the money that they say they have is probably false. There's probably not as much as they claim to have, because we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. She still has not gotten the amount that will make her happy. And we have a low vibration with the Ace of Wands in reverse, with the Knight of Swords in reverse. So she doesn't want to go to war. She doesn't want to fight over it, and she doesn't want people to see that she's low vibrational and that she is not a star. So she's feeling really ignored and burned. She's not a star. It's really starting to hit her, I would say, and it's starting to hit them as a couple in general. And they're losing steam with the Knight of Swords in reverse, not even having the energy to go to war over trying to mask their happiness. They can't even muster that. So they are very guarded here, and there is no rest and recovery, no healing, and they're just completely burdened right now. So they're not in a good place. They're just not in a good place. Leaving card. After leaving, she thought she would be look like that nurturing energy, and he would be her emperor, that they could be sort of the king and queen of California. But she could see that with the emperor in reverse, no one wants to hear them talk about that, and no one's interested. And that's the emperor in reverse is just nasty person who is very, it's like a malignant narcissist card. It is a psychopathic in this position. The Emperor in reverse is a total nightmare to deal with. So people think that she's a nightmare to deal with this Emperor in reverse. So I'm thinking people don't like her, and she realizes it, and she feels like her star's in reverse since she wasn't invited to Obama's party. So she prefers to stay home. She likes to stay locked up for the most part at home. With Harry, the King of Wands in reverse, and self-sacrifice themselves staying locked up in the home. So they like to stay locked up in the house. Interesting. And the teamwork expansion is in reverse. So Netflix, nothing's going well. Nothing's being planned the way it's supposed to. And emotional loss, trying to create that legacy. So they're just, once again, it's still all about money, image. So it's all about the narcissism and the image control. One of the biggest problems with narcissists is people do eventually see through them. They underestimate what the public can see, what friends can see, and that's why they can't maintain friendships or any relationship for very long, is because people will see through them pretty quickly, and they dump them. And so they're really being dumped a lot, and they're not really creating this legacy that they thought they would. And they're really starting to feel the burn. They're really feeling the burn. And we have here confession time over the conflicts that they did create, and that's something they need to overcome. And they need to do it fast. So I don't see them being honest about anything, to be quite frank. I don't see that ever happening. And the Hierophant, that is the marriage, is going to crash down like a tower, and it will never be rebuilt. And there will be, the conflict will go into reverse, and there will be no peace afterwards. So they still, like I say, they're always headed for divorce. It's just an image control. Everything with them is image control. Looking for new territory. When they fail, they're kind of grifters. They'll go someplace else. When they burn their bridges, they go somewhere else. So they might be thinking about going someplace else to work, but they don't know where they could go with the Hermit in reverse. They don't have the wisdom and the knowledge to know where to go and where to light their new path. So yeah, it's looking like their lies are catching up to them, and this is about image control and staying locked up inside the house. We have here the 7 in reverse, the 6 in reverse, and the 4 of Pentacles. They're just focused on greed, getting money, and there is absolutely no harmony, and there is no experience in what they say that they're going to do. They have no experience at doing any of the jobs they say they're going to do. They try to pretend to be happy with the Sun card, or it's shining the light on the situation of the Page of Wands. So they don't like the idea that the light is shining on the children now, and they have to maintain their cool. So they don't like any attention. They don't want any attention on the child. It could be just the narcissists want the full attention on themselves. We got the Queen of Pentacles. That is a single wealthy female, independent, with the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, she would not want to take them out and about with her. She does not want to carry them around. She doesn't want to be seen with them around if she does go out. We got the Queen of Wands upright with the High Priestess in reverse with the Nine of Swords in reverse. So she basically wants to be seen as the Queen of Wands. She's constantly busy and working. She wants to be seen as though she's the High Priestess with secrets and knowledge and all of this, but truly she doesn't have secrets and knowledge. She doesn't know jack. And she is a constant threat of a Nine of Swords, losing sleep, insomnia, not doing well, and they're not having any fulfillment going on, and the partnership isn't really going well, and they're not jiving. They're just not, they cannot push forward very well. They're having struggles. They're going to act like they're strong. And we have here the King of Cups in reverse. Harry doesn't love her. And it's lying. It's the lying card with Harry. Harry's lying for her in order to make everything look like it's going in their favor. On the new path. So Harry's lying for them on the new path to make it look like everything's going their way. But really, they are looking out to create and expand. At one time, they thought they were going to create and expand going elsewhere, which was California, but it did not happen. They have not expanded. They have not created like they thought they would. It's all been about lies and the partnership. So they cannot create together. They're not creating anything together. They did not create the children together. Ace of Cups in reverse. There's no loving feeling, no emotional bonding or emotional beginning with these children either. So it's like they don't even have a bond with the children. And the Judgment in reverse. They don't want people to pick up on it. They don't want people, they don't want the critics to come out and talk about the lack of bonding of the children with them, quite possibly, with that being in reverse there. So let's get some more on that Judgment card, because that Judgment card is the interesting one here. So let's do less cards this next time. Hope you guys are doing good. So let's find out about this Judgment. Did the Judgment come in? Do they have her? Do they have her? Do they have her? Do they have her? I'm going to cut. Do they have her? Do they have her? Do they have her? They have Lilibet. They're guarded. So they're being very guarded. They're being very guarded. That's interesting. And the Hierophant. So that is the institution. They're being very guarded. So I would say they have to be. It's forced on them right now because it is an adoption. And then we have here the challenges in reverse. They don't want to be challenged as to probably who she came from. And they don't want the inner critics coming out and judging them probably on her looks. Maybe she probably looks nothing like either one of them. Under the surface, I'm going to grab that. They're just about greed, about, Four of Pentacles. That is possession, power. So they just want possession and power. So they do have possession of her. They do have possession over her, and the giving and receiving help card. So they get a lot of help. They have nannies and all of that. So they just don't want the inner critics coming out and judging them, probably based on the appearances of the two kids looking probably nothing like each other. So that could be part of it too. Let's ask the cards. Is it because Archie and Lily look nothing like siblings? Is it because they look nothing like siblings? Nothing like siblings. Is it because they do not look anything like each other? Is it because they don't look anything like each other? Is it because they look nothing like each other? Temperance. Yeah, they got to balance their emotions on that. Trying to maintain their cool, turn water into wine, make the best of the situation. And yeah, Two of Swords. So they've got to create some kind of balance, the partnership. They got to make a decision, and giving and receiving help in reverse to make it look like they were not given help. Yeah, they don't want people to see that they were given help. and they've got to make a decision intellectually whether or not they want to do it, and they're having a hard time balancing the situation of the kids not looking like each other, not looking like siblings. Then we have here the King of Swords in reverse with the burden. Yeah, and I'm sure the royal family here would like to see them, and so they're feeling burdened, and they don't want everyone to realize that they did self-impose, restrict themselves, and this is something that they can never overcome. They can never overcome this storyline that they adopted, that they're not their biological children. At least Archie, I think, is Harry's, but not Lily is neither one of them. So we've got Queen of Cups. Meghan gets very emotional over the fact that the King of Swords is in reverse, which I think feel that is Charles. Charles is done with them. Charles has said, don't come back. Charles is just so beside himself that she feels like, well, okay, that's me then. So she's going to try and be this nurturing energy with the higher knowledge that she does not possess, but she wants people to think she possesses it, and she doesn't have it. She has no secrets. She wants more secrets so that she can use them against Charles and everybody else, and she wants to use the kids as a pawn as well with the Page of Cups. So she would like to use them as a pawn. So this is about pawning her kids and using them against the royal family, quite possibly here. It's quite possibly why they're doing it also, because they know they want to see them and they're going to withhold them. It's just kind of like a revenge thing, I'm thinking. Knight of Wands in reverse, the enthusiasm energy in reverse, trying to look strong and not being able to balance the energy, nor do they want to manifest it or make it happen. So I think they're just keeping them in hiding just for their own purpose. Financial purpose, loss and illness with the Ten of Swords, and going to new territory and trying to create something out of thin air, pretty much. So yeah, they don't want people to realize that they had to create this situation for themselves, and they had to go to new land because of it, and they were at a Ten of Swords, and they did have a loss and illness. They did lose babies. It hasn't gone well for them. So they don't want people to know the total truth. They did not work at it. They did not make those children. Once again, they did not create these children, and they are gaslighting the public. The Seven of Cups, and were willing to do anything for it with the Devil card. And Harry was willing to do it as well with the Knight of Pentacles. He was very enthusiastic about it, and does not want the nostalgia, doesn't want his friends to know. So I'm thinking the kids don't look anything like each other, and they just don't want people to see them. But I'm going to ask the Pendulum now. Let's do some Pendulum, and let's find out what the Pendulum has to say. Is it because the children look nothing like each other? Is this why they're keeping them in hiding? Is it because they look nothing like each other? They look nothing like each other. Archie and Lilibet, do they look nothing like each other? Yes. Yes. Do they have Lilibet in their possession? Do they have Lilibet in their possession? Yes. Okay, so they look totally opposite. Do they look totally opposite from each other? Do they look totally opposite from each other? Maybe. Maybe. I'm going to ask, does Lilibet have darker skin tone? Does Lilibet have darker skin tone? Maybe. Doesn't want to tell me. Is the birth mother want to try and take the baby back? Does the birth mother want to get the baby back? Does the birth mother want to get the baby back? Yes. Yeah, so they're having some problems with the birth mother wanting to get the baby back. Will she be able to get the baby back? Will she be able to get the baby back? Ooh. No. I'm getting between a maybe and a no. It's kind of looking more like a no, though. So they're having some problems. She kind of wants the baby back, but I don't see it happening. It's between a no and a maybe. It's really riding close to a no. So I think they have to do it for image control. The kids don't look like each other, not likely, and they're not siblings, and so they don't want the questions. They don't want the have to answer to anything, and so that is why. And my dogs are barking, so I gotta go. Hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye.